Well, joining me now to expatiate more on the biometric data is Dr. Chris Oyemenam. Barrister Chris Oyemenam, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Well, let's begin with the President's directive precisely last month, asking a couple of agencies like the National Population Commission, FRC, INEC, NIMSI to harmonize biometric data. Can you tell us more about this?
Well, first, let me acknowledge that His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR's directive is timely and in our opinion, is the kind of support that we need to make the harmonization a reality. The National Identity Management Commission Act provides for the harmonization of biometric linked databases in government agencies. And there has been a conscious effort on the part of the management to make this happen. As far back as 2008, the Harmonization and Integration Implementation Committee was set up. And because most of these agencies are members of the board, the governing board of the commission, we thought this would be a very smooth sail, but it's been quite difficult.
To harmonize the data?
Yes. What it entails can be categorized into three. Number one, are there things that are currently commonly being done that can be phased out over time and made the responsibility of one institution? Number two, at the level of databases that we can refer to as legacy databases by these institutions, is there a way to create an interoperability platform? In which case you use a national universal identification infrastructure to create that connecting web, if you like. And then number three, is there a way to centralize the process of asserting your identity within a national framework that then means you do not need to duplicate some of these activities? And the answer is yes, yes, yes. And it is to be found in the way the National Identity Management System has been designed. There is a data gathering process that is based on international standards and that requires that a minimum level of quality of data capture is emphasized across board. Then if you make it such that when one institution captures the same data from an individual, it becomes unnecessary for any other individual agency to capture the same set of data, particularly the biometrics and the common demographic fields in the demographic data, then you are achieving, as it were, harmonization at the level of demographic data or data capture. And what this then means is that you will use the same set of, if you like, technical specifications in terms of data capture devices, and then also the way the data is collected. For instance, the day, the month before the year. Or is it, as it is done in America, the month, the day before the year? So once those standards are set, and we have done that, it becomes a lot easier to get this done. Then at the level of data, some collect 2 fingerprints, some collect 10 fingerprints.
When you say some, what exactly do you mean?
Some of the agencies. It's not typical to see an agency collecting 10 fingerprints, but because we came together, sat down and agreed that this should be 10 fingerprints, most of the agencies have gone that way. Now, there's a level of technical specification when we talk of resolution in terms of the neatness, the clarity in the quality of the data. If we all do not stay at the same level, then that quality, we miss the point. It then does not become suitable or available for everyone. So we recommend, for instance, an FBI certified data capture device. Now, having reached that level of agreement in terms of how to capture data, you would expect that the data from one person would then be useful for every other person. And NIMC, as the agency responsible for this process, needs to then be in a position to get on board various other MDAs.
Were you really expecting a day like this to come when we would have to harmonize biometric data across?
Yes, we have. We have been expecting. We really have been working towards this. But like I said, the commitment hasn't been quite total. The commitment hasn't been quite as responsive as it is now.
How many MDAs are really involved in all of this?
The first phase that we currently have reached advanced stages in terms of the harmonization, there are 5. The CBN, that's the BVN database, the PENCOM, INEC, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, of course, they have the farmers database, the Road Safety Commission. These have given us cause to really be very hopeful that in the next weeks, between 1 week to 2 months, we would be announcing success stories in these areas. And I take the example also of the Ministry of Agri. It's in tandem with what we are doing with the National Health Insurance Scheme. They've supported us, meaning they are towing the line, technical specifications and otherwise, that we have. And we subsequently are going to provide for them the farmers database. So we first of all establish the identity of the individual as who he is or who he says he is. And then because the farmer's data or details about the farmer is also available, it is then tied to his identity as a farmer. So you have a unique individual who is a farmer, and his identity as a farmer is therefore confirmed. So
eventually, how many cards will Nigerians have to handle? Is it one all-inclusive card or several other cards?
Over the next 5 to 10 years, my expectation is that Nigerians will hold fewer cards. The tax identification number card is likely to take to be dropped. There will be fewer cards in the banking sector, because what we are promising, what the national identity card is all about, is also a payment card, and in no distant time will be the largest payment card in circulation from a single source. Okay, and that would help create, bring down the barrier, if you like, and extend financial inclusion and financial services beyond the current frontiers, if you like. And secondly, it will help give a more robust meaning and relevance to this whole concept of cashless economy.
Well, Barrister Oyeminan, please hold on with your thoughts. We're still on the issue of biometric data. Please stay with us.
This exercise is very, very important, because it will confirm our population, and those who are entitled to vote, let's reach the age of 18 and above. It will complement the exercise of permanent voters card. So for those who want their votes to count, in whichever party, in whichever constituency, must be sure that they and their families have been properly captured, as I have been captured.